When we look at data centers, we see many of these cabinet or racks, and within those racks hosting different computer hardwares, or we could call them patch panels or switches. Here you see that different hardwares are mounted to this frame, and here's another example where this rack is hosting 1, 2, 3, and then another 1, 2, 3 different switches or patch panels. And when it comes to design of these racks, the layout will look like something like this. That's the elevation of that rack. And you see there's multiple equipment get mounted to this rack. And there's a label showing what it does. Some of them are blank, and some of them are having a gap between each other. Let's look at how it looks in Revit. So I can open Revit. Here I get a standard 2-post racks from Chatworth as a 45 RU unit. Chatworth is a well-known manufacturers for these kind of technology equipment. We're using their family for illustration, the Revit family. And here I have a face-based patch panel family. It's a simple geometry occupying some space with a text label on top of it showing what it does. This is a face-based family, meaning that I could simply place that and it gets snapped to this face on the rack family. And once it is snapped, if I move this, it moves with it. And for this text label parameter, I can change it to say different things to indicate the main purpose of this equipment. So when it comes to design large-scale data centers where there are many of these rack and even more patch panels and switches, there's a constant dialogue between the owner, the designers, and the engineers as to how to best lay out different rack and where those racks go. So today we're going to show how to link that between this with a Excel worksheet. For example, here I have a typical worksheet showing columns, each columns for a rack unit, and these text showing the location of different patch panels or switches and their text indicator showing what it does. So the objectives that we're trying to achieve is to use this worksheet to drive the design of and populate of those patch panel families to these racks. So if I uncheck that, we see I have several racks, empty racks laid out here, and there's one of them showing the elevation and another section showing the other rack unit. First, we're going to establish that link between the Excel and the Revit family here. We're going to use Dynamo to do this part. So here I'm gonna go run. It's gonna get me to pick data devices in desired order, then press escape to finish. So I'm gonna go here and from left to right, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then escape. What it does is taking the unique ID of different family, and we're going to write that into this empty worksheet. If I bring that in, now I have 8 different IDs pertain to the 8 rack unit from left to right. We're going to copy this part and paste it over here, so that now this column will have a special value of the ID that will map to its unique rack family in this model. And we're going to do that again with these 6. So if I unplug that and cleaning this, and run again, it's going to ask me the same thing. I'm going to go left to right, pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then write this data to Excel. Yeah, now I have 6 new ID pertain to these 6 elements. I'm going to go copy and paste that over here. There's another tab having the same layout. Paste. Now that this relation is established, we could use the Excel to populate those racks. See, now we have these numbers on the left from 1 to 45. That is because the rack family we're using says we no longer need this part. It is a 45 RU two post rack. That is to say, when fully populated, it can host 45 of these. So if I go array and move it down, say 45, see that it will host a total of 45 different patch panels. When fully populated, it will look like something like this. But that's why in our Excels there's a total of 45 numbers, and here we have populated some of them already. We're using these numbers to populate these racks. We can do that with Dynamo players here. This script is going to read the Excel and these 2 tab and use that information to populate the racks. We're going to check that by hitting run. And now it finishes. If we go to the sections, we see that these ones will have the same layout as our Excel workbook says. And for this one as well, it says 001112223333 all the way to EFFGGG. And if we go to section 3, we're saying the same thing. So this can really help the designers to design the layout using an Excel book and have that as the source of information to populate these racks. I could easily do the editing just by, let's do smooth these over here. No, smooth these over here. And then we say that this is section 3. This one's reading the different tabs and telling it what to update. So nothing had changed on section 2. I can delete this. And rerun this script. See that get populate over there. And then I can decide that I don't want them over there. I still want it over this rack. And then I'm going to make some changes to section 2 as well. To create a copy of these, put it over here. So now I'm updating both page. I have to do is go here and put section 2 in this list as well. And if I go run again, you see that get moved. And on section 2, we populate this part as well, just like the Excel worksheet is saying. This is going to be really powerful tool for the data center designs, but also in any kind of face-based families and any kind of design information that can be used in Excel. It can be mapped to Revit and drive the model to quickly update that. Thank you.